All right, we're working on a 04 CRV today. First things first, go ahead and take your tough stuff, spray on your lenses to do oxidation removal. It'll take out the yellowing. Do that as many times as you need to. The foam will start to turn brown. Do it as many times as you need until the foam is no longer turning brown or yellow. And then on this one, you can see it's more rough down here. So I'm actually gonna hit the whole lens with 1000 grit. And looking at this, I can see, let's see if you can tell in the video, these little swirls. So someone has actually done this before. So it is what it is, but I'll start with 1000 grit. You can either use hand sanding for 1000 grit or this or. So I've got a box full of different, anywhere from 320 up to 3000 grit. My spray way, get some 3M tape, and then I'll just dry sand it first. Get a lot of it off, and then I'll switch to wet sanding here in a minute. So the reason I like wet sanding versus dry, this is what happens with dry. All that crap will get clogged up in here. You can wipe it off. Let's see here. It's hard to do with one hand, but go ahead and hit it all with 1000 grit, and then I'll come back with 2000, and then 3000, and then finally I'll hit it with this 3000 grit. It's a bit more fine, just to get the scratch removal all going one direction, because the drill is obviously going to put circles in it. And then we'll hit it with the polisher and then clear coat. And with each pass, you're wanting to double check your work, you see how it's going. So down here, that all that oxidation I can already tell is off, as you can see there. So that's working good. And then if you want, in between steps, if you want a hand sand, it'll get rid of this and make it easier to see. But once you've done it for a long time, you can tell by feel and look where you need to be at. You can see I missed this spot right here. So I'll come back to hit that, and then I'll switch to 2000 grit. All right, and again, just for clarity, this is a downside to wet sanding, is you're gonna fling more stuff everywhere. It's okay, I wipe everything off when I'm done. So this is after 2000 grit. And now what I'm gonna do, I actually took the pad off, get my spray way on there, took the pad off of my buffer. And you can use bigger pads. This is just the kit that I use, because I find with these smaller 2-inch circles, I can get in finer areas, because most headlights are not an even, piece of plastic like this. A lot of them have, edges and rounded dips and curves, especially Lexuses and the newer Nissans. And the 3 or 4 inch pads I find are harder to get into those curves. So this one, hand sand it with 2000 grit, and then I'll show you what the end result is here in just a second. And you're just trying to get, this is just to be able to check your work. You don't have to do this. Once you've done it a long time and you get familiar with what the plastic feels and looks like, you don't have to hand sand in between each step with the drill. Just doing this to show you, this deletes the swirl marks from the drill, so you can see where you're at. So no more drill swipes. And then now we'll move up to 3000 grit. Okay, so this is after polishing it. And then again, always be checking. So at this step, if you see scratches still, which I don't really know if my camera's gonna pick it up, but there's scratches through here still, don't clear it. Yes, the clear would cover this up, but you can kind of see how it's not as crystal clear as like up here. So this is what a Trizac pad is. It's just like a foam backing pad. So I'm gonna hit this area with 3000 Trizac pad to clear these up, and then we'll polish it again. All right, now that it's dry, go ahead and take the tape off. You can take the outer edge off immediately. That's actually what I did on this one. my roll of tape actually ran out, so I used the outer shell on this one. But now that it's been dry, I went ahead and sanded and polished out the other headlight. So go ahead and take your tape off. You still want to pull it down and away from your light. And then once you do that, then you can clean up your mess and go from there. I'm gonna have to take a glove off so I can get a fingernail on this edge of the tape. But as you can see, it's crystal clear. That stuff self-levels. I mean, it looks freaking amazing. Like I replaced the lens. Again, people keep asking, no, it's still the Honda headlight. So this one's polished. I just gotta clear coat it. And you can see it's clear, but it's not that clear in depth of clarity yet. So once I put that coating on it, it'll be good to go. And then always clean up your mess, and you know, I leave it better than how I found it, but I'm trying to leave a professional result. All right, and that's what you're left with. Super clear, headlights looking new. Now it doesn't look old. Look at that. It's crazy. Again, Honda. You can actually see one of the headlight bulbs looks like popped in there at one point.